Okay, let's see. Hello. Hopefully, people can hear us. I hope. And hopefully, people can see us, and hopefully, we all stay seen and heard. Excellent. Jason? Nope, I can't hear you either. Why is that? Do. Nope.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
as another
I
non.
think for what it's worth, I will be going on mute a fair bit because hello from Brooklyn. I'm in a place that has a lot of very loud children.
So I can hear Renee and I could hear Sammy.
And I
But
heard
yes,
Jason
Renee has a
interfering.
tiny bit of lag. But Jason, you were silent. And you're
I
still
can hear
silent.
Jason on time, but that's obviously I'm doing it through our window, not through.
I can't hear Jason through any window.
Interesting. I heard him throughout, which is
I
fascinating.
stopped being able to hear him as soon as we went live.
Huh.
And that's very weird, so I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with Jason. One moment.
I
It is
see.
entirely possible that my microphone, even though I told it to go through my laptop, is trying to go through my Bluetooth headset. So that might explain the lag.
Okay. Jason, try again.
I do see the icon in the upper right indicating that the app thinks that there's speech. Hey, everyone is here. Okay, but that could be visuals. Yes. Still can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Say more things, Jason. Nope. Okay. Uh. Hmm. Let me see if I can mute you and unmute you if that'll help. Uh. So it looks like you're muted not via me but through something on your end. There's a little crossed out microphone.
Jason is muted in the. That just happened.
Okay, but it's still there.
Yeah, Jason, you're.
Yeah, right now it is telling me that Renee is muted, which I expect is on purpose. That Jillian is muted, and I don't know if that's okay, it's on purpose. And that Jason is not muted, but I can't hear him anymore. Hmm.
The interesting thing is that I can hear Jason, like
Can anybody else hear Jason? Okay,
reliably.
I cannot hear Jason.
That's what I was trying to say, is that I could hear Jason throughout that entire process.
I can hear everybody else but not Jason. This is okay, Jason. I'm going to remove you from stream and push you back to stream.
Do 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 do. Wee. And for Rathmore TV, who is also
I was just about to.
Jason, say things.
specifically the question you're
Nope.
asking. Your question is the answer to that is quietus. It is a little bit different
Uh,
in fifth edition than it is in previous
okay.
editions. But yeah,
I'm not sure what to tell you,
and
Jason.
yes, the
Can you
Banu Hakim are
reload
absolutely
your
in B5.
browser and see if it helps? I cannot hear you.
Jason, can you hear me? I think it was something about refreshing browser, but I'm double checking. Anna, was that correct?
Yes, I was trying to ask Jason to refresh the browser.
You two weren't hearing each other. I got one job on this ship. It's a
Yep.
stupid job, but I'm gonna.
Nope, that didn't help.
Well,
Damn
that's the
it.
thing. Because the app is hearing it, it seems like it's not.
But
Or
it's
at least
not
I am. I assume
pushing.
other people are hearing Jason.
Yeah, but that means it's not pushing Jason
Yes, yes.
through, and I don't know how to fix it because I didn't do anything different with him than with the rest of you and could hear him before. If I kick you and invite you again, let's try that. Because I can't, uh, yes, remove guest, invite guest.
It's the only other toggle we can think of.
Yeah, because I've now tried every toggle. This is apparently the technical difficulties part of the program, which happens every time. I don't know how to not have it.
Again,
So,
we're interfacing with a beta thing, so.
yeah, I know, but. Okay, it says Jason's getting ready. Yeah, we do. We do love technical difficulties. Cheese colored Play Doh.
So I just ate something. I
Oh.
picked something up and ate it, and I thought it was cheese.
Oh.
And it was not. It was cheese colored Play-Doh, and that was.
Oh, that's not.
Well, it took me right back to my childhood. I'll tell you that.
Any better?
Okay, I can hear you now. I think I just pushed you to stream. Let's try again. Can I still hear you?
Let's try it. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Fantastic.
Yay!
Yay for that. Hello. Hello,
Yay.
people in the audience.
Only
Hello,
15 minutes. this
hello
time.
our friends. we will keep plugging away, and I'm so glad that you stay with us. So, Anna, do you want to cue us up? And then
Yeah,
we'll,
sure. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our stream. This is our 5th session of Triptych. And again, I'm super sorry for the technical difficulties. And if you have any trouble hearing us or seeing us, please, for the love of gosh, let us know. Other than that, welcome. And we are here to try to entertain with our SD, Jason. Take it away, Jason.
Thank you, Anna. This is episode 5 of Triptych, Masquerade, Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle. My name is Jason. I am your storyteller. This game takes place in the city of Boston with the 4 people we have assembled here who will introduce themselves, starting with, let's start with Jillian this time.
Hi, I'm Jilly. My character is Natalie Enfys, Tremere, House Karna, seeker of the great connection that unites all things paranormal, and perhaps just a little loony. But then aren't we all?
Sammy?
Yes, hi. Sorry, was fixing something on my end. Hi, I'm Sammy. I go by she, they, or fae if you're feeling sparkly. I'm playing Enfys the Malkavian, who goes by they and she. And I just a moment ago had the brief description of them in front of me, which I can give you all as soon as Gmail decides that I exist, which it just did. It's been that kind of day, y'all. Yes. I described them as a writer and unintentional psychographer and concurrent bibliomancer.
Anna, tell us about Alexis.
Hi, I'm Anna. Alexis is a salubri academic. She is mostly trying to be the best human a vampire can be, and is trying to sort of keep somewhat sane amongst these other weirdos who she calls her friends. And yeah, that's her.
And back with us is Renee. Hi, Renee.
Hi.
Tell us about Kathy.
I'm playing Kathy Milliner, who has been described as the necromantic Turbo Karen. You'll have to forgive me this week. I will not have the nails because the adhesive keeps falling off, and I don't want shiny nails to go flying. I am currently streaming from a friend's place in Brooklyn because I was not present last week because I tested positive for COVID. And as you can see, my voice is probably not completely up to 100%, but I am here, I am COVID-free, and I actually get to go home. But first, I get to play with these lovely nerds.
Thank you. All right. Just as a reminder, we stream weekly, more or less, on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. We have a number of interesting channel redeems, which you can find out about by using the bang redeems command. And you can find in the commands, you can find our lines and veils, you can find our general content warnings, and a couple of other interesting pieces of information. So, last session, we had Alexis, and we had Natalie, and we had Enfys, and they were talking with Halo, a street graffiti artist who somehow manages to channel vampire-related iconography into their art. When last we saw them, they had headed out into the night, but promised to get back in touch if inspiration happened to strike them. But for now, let's return to Kathy. Kathy, who slept in a little later last session. Kathy, I want you to recall for us the circumstances of your embrace. How did Brian bring you across?
Well, as per Giovanni tradition, there's a particular day where most of these embraces occur. It is everybody's birthday. It is April 4th. According to the deep lore TM. Kathy was in fact no different. The Milliners have a slightly different approach for it. There's usually a cocktail party involved where everybody's, all the various individuals who've been selected are told to wear white because it's going to be bloody. In a way, it's not just a birthday of sorts, but also a statement of commitment to the family. The more mortal members who know they probably won't get such a honor wear black as if in mourning. This is the closest thing that Kathy has ever gotten to a wedding dress.
And so, for a moment, you are back there at that, fine affair, that night lit by tea lights and tiny little pixies that sort of hang off of strings. You can see the eyes of all those people in black upon you, gazing at you with no small amount of envy. Before you are taken, does Brian say anything to you?
Brian, bless him, is on his of choice, because he usually is at family gatherings like this. Most of the important, serious discussions have happened ahead of time. And so he just has a joke for it. Lie back and think of England. He gets a punch in the arm for his trouble.
Lie back and think of England. There is a moment where the rat-a-tat beat of a song flickers into your head. Mirror in the bathroom. Please don't bleed. The door is locked, just you and me. As you feel the stabbing of knives in your neck. Of course, it's not real knives. That's just what the Hecata embrace is like. It doesn't feel warm or comforting. It feels icy, dark, stained. You can see in your mind's eye the blood dripping from your neck and flowing and being absorbed into that red dress, staining it crimson and then...
White dress.
Pardon me. Flowing into the white dress, staining it crimson, thank you, then turning a deeper red, and then finally black. And it's from this blackness that your eyes open. It's about 8:30. You're in your haven, and you can hear the sounds of commotion downstairs. the clicking sound of the door shutting.
What kind of commotion? That's important.
Give me a wits and alertness. Is alertness what we do now?
Right.
Yeah, that's awareness. Awareness is what I need.
All right. I apparently do
Oh.
not.
I can. Do you need the link to the dice room?
I can. Yes, actually, I do.
Right. I can send that to you. Hold on.
Please do. Unfortunately, I was not a good prepared little player because I was in the middle of trying to make sure my nails stayed on.
Not at all a problem. And since you are
so good.
Yes, and since you are waking up, also throw me a rouse check since you have just awakened from slumber, and all the rest of you recover your willpower as per resolve or composure, whichever is.
Yay.
One moment while I get this to actually recognize who I am. Don't you know who I am?
It does not acknowledge you from Brooklyn.
No, it doesn't actually.
It may have essentially given you mine rather than yours.
No, because it's got a login. The URL's the same for everybody.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what I logged in with. Oh, that wasn't it.
If you log in as a new account, it will not care. It will just list the other you. And
right, I can see your ID, but you're dark.
Yes, because I'm
you're now player 6.
Yeah.
I think you just need to give yourself a name, which I think you can do by clicking on
I
yourself.
also need the appropriate dice.
Oh yeah.
Well, my understanding is that what you've got is 4 and 1, so that's 5 dice.
I understand that. I'm
She
talking
needs
about
the
the
vampire
correct
dice.
the type of dice.
Okay.
Let's see if I can figure out how to share them with you.
Dice graphic.
Yeah.
I don't know where I can do that.
That said, for the sake of moving things forward so our audience doesn't have to do this, would somebody be kind enough to roll for me?
Sure, I can do that. What's your hunger currently? Actually, let's see what your hunger is. Let's see if you've got any hunger.
I was about to say, let's do the rouse check.
All right. You do get slightly hungrier.
Okay, so I'm at hunger 2.
Okay, in that case, let's clear the table and say we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I see 1 success. Okay, so you hear the sound of Natalie and Enfys talking. Alexis is more quiet, so you don't pick that up. You hear the door slamming solidly shut, and that's what you get.
Okay, what did you do?
Why is that always your question?
Made a friend?
See, I know I'm getting smarter because when you say that, it scares me now. As she comes down the stairs.
I messaged you about it. Have you looked at your phone?
I literally just woke up.
Okay, then.
Good
Well,
You look amazing.
your friends brought us Halo. We talked to Halo.
Oh shit! Okay, good. They actually pulled through on that one. Awesome.
In
Was the
a
conversation
duffel bag. They
worthwhile?
brought us Halo in a duffel bag. They
Oh,
left
God
him
damn it.
on the porch.
Like they do, I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. I mean,
Are they so this Halo person is tiny, apparently?
I mean, it was a large
Flexible?
duffel bag.
It was a
Like,
big bag.
think of a hockey bag.
Yeah.
Like a
My
big old
statement
on the-
hockey bag. Oh, sure.
on the plus
Chunky
side-
people do not fit in hockey bags. Ask me how I know. Later.
Okay.
They're fairly chill about it now. So
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so how'd it go?
I think we're about to head out to look at the rest of their art. Right? Was that
I
what
think
was
it
gonna
went
do?
pretty well. I mean, it was a good conversation. There is something
There's something weird
either
going on.
like either they're like prophetic, or they channel, or they have
Something's going on because they
something's going on.
get an anti-migraine when they do their art. Yes, like a
Okay.
migraine, but all
You
good.
have to explain that one to like I'm 10.
Okay, so think how migraine is
ahead.
like bad and painful and has terrible auras. It's the opposite of that. It's like good and happy and blissful, I guess.
So they basically get energized and then suddenly they do art.
They do art and then they get this like great euphoria goodness thing. I don't
Okay.
know.
The phenomenon is more of like a concurrence, like
Yeah.
as they like enter that euphoric state.
They mentioned a
Sometimes-
type of synesthesia. They see people and then they have these symbols and then they draw these symbols. Note how the symbols are clad. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, like my
They're very
immediate
interesting.
concern was like, are there strange, weird people who come to talk to you about this art only at night? But seemingly not. I don't know whether they are like prophetically channeling something or somebody is just pushing images into their brain in a
Sounded better when I said it.
in a way that is going to I am stuck on the somebody is doing a bunch of things
Well,
that to me
in
look like they are
Natalie.
trying to cause everybody else to have a fight with each other.
The real answer is that we don't know whether they're having it as a reaction or if somebody's doing it causally.
Yeah.
We can figure that out. Thankfully, they will be back.
Yes.
Yeah, good news.
Tomorrow, right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
interview them for my podcast.
Fantastic. Yeah. I have some thoughts on this, but I would have to ask some of the people in my family who know more than I do. Mainly, I have some suspicions based on something I've heard from some of the spookier ex-Sabbat folks that I have some ideas about.
Okay. That's like never good.
Speaking of family, I'm actually probably going to be meeting up with Xavier sometime tonight.
Right. You didn't he message you about meeting up at like Quincy Market?
Yup.
Right. As far as
So
I
you're saying-
recall,
Nails on in case something happens.
Yeah.
Got it.
Probably a good call given my last. Well,
Yeah.
that's not my last experience at Quincy Market.
hey Jason, because it's
Yeah?
been like 3 seconds for my character, but a week of crazy pants nonsense for me.
Sure.
Am I correct in remembering that our like immediate next, we're gonna do the steps where we want to see this dude's art, and also we're gonna go see Xavier at Quincy Market, right? Like,
Those are the two things that you said you were going to do. I
Like,
mean,
okay.
the thing is, but of course, Kathy is now here, and Kathy may have some ideas
right.
about what you might
I'm
do as
just-
well. But like, those are the last two things you guys talked about.
I'm just trying to make sure that I remember that because, like I said, it was like 2 minutes ago, and also
Oh no,
last weekend.
Completely reasonable. That's absolutely the kind of thing, Sure,
Right.
you and the rest of our viewing audience remember this stuff. It's fine.
Okay, great. Anyway,
Okay, so
sorry.
Okay.
I the to-do list.
First, we take a nap.
Done that.
I just got up from one. Or at least Kathy did.
Do not need a nap
so-
yet.
Quincy Market for seeing more art and meeting up with daddy issues. Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
Wait, you weren't even here for me to tell the story. Why do you think I have daddy issues with Xavier?
Confirmed.
Or are you just
How
assuming?
long have we known each other? How
You're
long
just
have we known each other?
You're just assuming.
I mean, I think
Go.
I think the conclusion is, yes,
How long have we
a
known each
vampire must have daddy issues.
How long have we known?
For the record, no daddy issues here.
I mean,
You're a
me
Tremere. That's
either,
rife with daddy issues.
technically,
I have
but
There's a whole set of daddy issues that split up your entire clan. I don't want to hear it.
That's hard to fit. I have so many questions
Sorry, was that
involving
harsh?
that whole.
Did I need that visual? Did I ever need that visual? I don't think
I'm the one who
so.
said sit and spin on a stake, so it's fine.
I mean, that's less
Did I tell you that
weird.
one,
I'll
Abby?
go get the power drill.
Oh, wow.
My
Just
point
saying.
is.
Look, we're
Be
spicy.
over here.
Okay,
tonight.
okay. The power
ahead
drill
and
is
go
only
ahead
if you
and
can't
go.
afford the actual machine. Thank you very much.
Oh, jeez.
Of the questions that I might have for
I love you,
Xavier,
Alexis.
few of them revolve around the daddy issues to actually terrifyingly bring us back to something like point.
But why would we do that?
I don't know, because I actually don't like to keep him waiting.
Oh,
Maybe that's part of the daddy issues.
No, that's just
being
polite.
punctual.
that's
That's
fair,
just
that's
being
fair.
punctual.
That's fair. We didn't set a
I
time.
mean, there's daddy in parental, and then there's daddy in
Right.
daddy.
Oh, daddy.
So it might be those kind of daddy.
Whether or not there is daddy second type issues is more amusingly informed about by whether Nathan is present. So my ex. They're fine. The two of them are fine. We're fine. Everyone's fine. I'm an anarch now. Everything's fine.
Okay. All right.
That is surely a sign of fineness everywhere.
I absolutely want to go to Quincy Market now to get like a cronut. I haven't had a cronut in months. Let's go.
What the hell is a cronut?
The donut that
The
they
Ritchie
make out of
donut.
croissant.
Saturn, the bringer of end
No,
times.
that's a
wait,
crawler.
That's
That's a
That's
cronut.
cronus.
No, it's.
You gotta eat a whole moon. You were saying something, Kathy, and I missed part of it. I think maybe about.
I don't know what I ate, but it just sit in my stomach like a rock. Wait. I got
By
that
the way, since you were asleep for this story, Quincy Market is BT Dubs where I got embraced. So,
Oh,
which is fine. That's fine. That was a while ago. A while ago.
hey, Kathy.
Alexis, you look like you want to share something with class.
No, it's not going to be a security issue.
No,
if that's
never
what you're
mind.
thinking.
No, I just
Oh,
forgot
oh,
what I
no,
was going to
no,
say,
no.
so never mind.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
If I remember, I will let you know.
But I did want you to know in case I've gone to Quincy Market since then and never had things get weird, but in case you wanted to.
Please tell me it wasn't in like the bathroom or something like that.
No, but it was close. It was the hallway. Short version, we did not have angel cocktails to give people. I was stopping somebody from bothering somebody else. They decided to focus on me instead. Things were going fine
Got
until
it.
they didn't. And then somebody had to take action or I would have just died. So that's the TLDR.
Got it. Okay.
Thankfully, somebody had already been in the process of vetting me for Embrace anyway, and so they things got worked out
Okay.
after the fact.
All right. So Quincy Market, meet up with El Padre con queso.
With cheese?
Look, I just woke up. I'm getting this out of my system. You normally catch me,
That's
afterwards.
fine. No, it's just it's riffing in my head, that's all. He's the big cheese.
What? Okay.
All right.
You guys are
And
my
then
best friends.
from there, we can kind of circle the wagons yet again, because I know that eventually we need to,
Well, we need
figure out what the heck is going on with Iverson and all that.
we need to go and look at Halo's art. We need to figure out what's going on with the person who went through a wall to be no longer followed by Natalie.
That is the matter of Iverson School.
Yeah.
The attack of-
Yeah, I am, and like I said, I've put the family on it. Hopefully, I'll hear something, but since it literally has been less than a day, I don't anticipate to hear anything anytime soon.
Great.
Hey, we're vampires, not Amazon,
Right?
right?
Vampire Amazon.
I mean,
I mean, also great.
You realize
idea.
that's just ghouls, right?
I was going to say, that's the circulatory system, isn't it?
No, that's DoorDash.
That's DoorDash. That's fine.
I thought there were all
Oh.
sorts of things going on in the Amazon, but not to do with us.
I was talking about
Wrong
The
kind of
Amazon.
Amazon. The slightly eviler one.
This is where Jason once again sighs about my
Look,
nonsense.
if you want things delivered by drones, we have to shift over to werewolf.
Or mage.
nice.
Or mage. That's
Nice.
true, mage.
Or changeling. That said.
Tell us, do you want us to try werewolf when it comes out? Do you want us to
No.
try something else? No, fair enough.
No,
No.
Not the bag
The
baby.
werewolf
No.
coming out looks terrible.
Fair enough.
I'll
Thank
do
you.
it.
No,
That's
no,
okay.
Back
that's
to
fair.
game.
Yes, please.
If you have opinions about what game I should run next for these folks, let me know. Put it in the comments.
That's true.
I will admit that I would like to meet up with Xavier first, but I'm biased. I don't think it will take very
No,
long.
go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah.
No,
And
no,
besides,
there's no
there's
reason to
very
not do that first.
There's also a very good chance that there might be some of this artwork at Quincy.
At-
Market.
That's
It's a
true.
very
And
popular place for.
there is a chance that anyone, now that people have been rebringing this to my attention, there's a chance that anyone who was able to work out the, by the way, I embraced somebody just a moment ago, oopsie doopsie, is likely connected enough to the Camarilla court or something to maybe have heard some stuff. If there's something going on from their angle, that is a person
Hold
we
on.
can talk to who isn't the prince.
We don't need permission from other diplomatic avenues to go there, correct?
No, it's Iraq. Everyone can go.
Got it.
Do we need to take the train there? Because I keep remembering that we were told to take the train.
We did take the train briefly.
Yeah,
can
but
take
then
it
we
again.
didn't find anything out, so I'm sort of hoping, like,
We found a dude, and then we lost him.
was that dude
And
important?
we found a gate to the other world.
We don't know.
We found a gate to the underworld?
Well, I mean, we can't go through it, but somebody did.
We did not.
We
get
did
a
not
good
find
enough-
that on the train at all.
The only thing we found under train was an old dude that I think Kathy clocked, and then we followed him until we couldn't. But we don't know. If we see him again, we'll have a better idea.
That wasn't an old dude. That was nobody.
Oh, then who was it?
It was like
it,
some sort of punk dude, I think.
Was it Natalie? I thought it was an old.
No.
You called them a hipster. They actually looked pretty old to me.
Oh, I
They
didn't
had a
realize they
pocket
were
watch.
old.
Oh, that's somebody else.
The guy with the pocket watch on the train that who I was following until I couldn't anymore was the one that Alexis called a hipster.
I didn't call anybody hipster because I didn't see anybody until you pointed it
I
out.
called him a hipster.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm swapping who did what in that situation. You called him
Okay.
a hipster. Then,
And I
yes.
thought we asked Natalie Sire about that because
No, not about
Really?
that guy.
We asked about the opening. We don't know if they're related. We
So
have no idea.
we
what's related.
walked the train tracks to try to follow that guy, and then we weren't able to follow him. We asked Natalie Sire about him, and then at some point somebody got the message that we need to take the train. We took the train because it was running this time. We saw this hipster that we don't know who he is or what he has to do with anything, and then we went to the Cape. Is my recollection of events.
That's right.
the second time we went the second time we went out that direction where we actually took the train was when we went to go see Natalie Sire.
Oh, right. Okay. But he also
I
didn't
was the
have
one-
anything useful to tell us about the.
But I think that was also
Go on.
because I ended up, having a mental deconstipation and realized there was something going on.
Right.
I believe I was the one who got take the train into my
Yes.
brain from another.
Yes.
Take the train
Yes.
to the brain. Take the train to the brain.
Yes, something like that.
Point
Okay.
being, we have a lot of different.
If you're of a certain
ways we
age, you
could-
get that.
I feel like we have like an entire carpet's worth of threads, and they've all like unraveled, and now we have a giant pile of knot, and not.
So
threads.
let's start pulling.
That's
Let's
what I was
go.
saying. We
Yeah.
have so many different threads we can pull on.
Yes. Well, right
Let's
now
go
I
to
think
an
we're
active-
pulling on your thread to go to.
Let's go to Quincy Market. Let's
I
take
am
this-
pulling
let's-
on the
let's
tower
do
thread.
this.
Yes,
Okay.
tower thread it is.
Okay. So, driving or public transit?
I'll take the train if people think taking the train is again useful. I'll do either.
A baby takes the evening train.
All right. It's not hard to do. It just takes a while. You are traveling red line to green line, and you find yourself passing under the River Charles, rather over the River Charles. There is a certain sensation that kind of prickles the back of your neck, Natalie, as you enter into. Actually, this is both Natalie and Enfys. The sense of, as you cross over the river, there is a certain understanding that this is the territory of the Camarilla, and even if they don't hold all of it as tightly as they once did, you feel the sense that you might be being watched at any time. It passes, but it's just knowing that as you cross the bridge, this is someone else's place. It doesn't take long before you find your way through Government Center to Financial District, Water Street, and then, all the way to Quincy Market. It is full of people. There are mortals transacting, shopping, eating, chatting, talking. Are any of you at hunger 3 or more? Natalie, you find yourself in a crowd of people, and your beast is near the surface. You still have this drive to dominate people that has not been satisfied. You are not on the edge of frenzy, but you are definitely feeling the desire to feed. That is there's something there's something that is rising to the surface. Just keep that in mind. And just as a reminder for myself, which of you have premonition? Yep.
And now.
Yep. Just wanted to check on that because this is team Auspex, so I've got to ask around. All right. Enfys, you have Sense the Unseen, so it is not difficult for you to cast your eyes on this crowd of people and land on the park bench where Xavier is sitting. He's wearing an oversized coat, which makes him look a little smaller than he often does. And he is holding a pack of cigarettes. What does Xavier look like?
As a brief aside, we seem to have frozen.
Except we're not frozen on any of the devices.
Perhaps
I am watching the stream.
Okay, perhaps it is someone else. I just wanted to give the brief heads up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Xavier looks. Nope, that's only a shorthand that Jason will know. Xavier looks a little professorial, a little eccentric, a little academic. Still has long hair, sometimes down, sometimes tied back. Tries to, when they're in a modern environment, definitely looks modern, isn't especially antiquated otherwise, but does his best to look like a professor at a university rather than, even more esoteric than that, like OTO vibes. Has glasses, is, somewhere between like a teeny bit professorial, a teeny bit foppish.
Okay.
Looks like Giles. Check.
I was going to say, looks a bit like some of the PCs that Jason has played, actually, if that gives a bit of a vibe.
Right. Got it. Well, I mean, Graham, in other words. Yeah, got it.
A bit.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm not gonna lie, I was entertained by the OTO reference.
Yep, I have not defined how old Xavier is, but
it's true. It's true.
Notes,
All right.
yeah.
Occult nonsense. I will share it later.
Shadows of money.
Yep.
Okay.
He sits and takes a cigarette out of the pack and taps it against his wrist, or rather against his palm, and waits for you to approach.
I do.
Nice night.
It is. Planning on smoking?
Nah, thinking of quitting. It's bad for my health.
How are you?
It's a little tense these nights. The birds don't land where they used to, and I find that the people I played chess with once don't come to the park anymore. But otherwise, can't complain. How are things with you?
Not too different, actually. Things have been weird, and
Good.
I'm not.
You're good at weird.
It's true. It's a kind of weird that could involve you and the folks you know, and me and the folks I know, and some other people and the folks they know. And it's like a big cluster of necklaces that are all intertwined around each other, and you can't figure out exactly where to thread and pull to loose them from each other in the way that they're supposed to be, if one wanted to make them orderly.
Well, there's really only one thing to do there's two things to do with that. Either you spend your time picking at it with your nails, or you find yourself a set of shears and cut them, Gordian style. But I digress.
It's true.
What can I do for you? And you're going to introduce me to your friends?
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. I wasn't sure if they were with us. Yes.
I mean, they're I presume that they are nearby enough that they
yes,
could
yes.
be. I don't know
I
if they're...
gesture
Yes.
in a positive direction.
Oh yeah, I was figuring we came up with.
Cool. These are some of the people I have been hanging out with lately.
Mm-hmm.
This is Alexis. This is
Pleasure.
This is Kathy.
Sean?
You're muted.
I shouldn't be.
Oh, no, Kathy is muted.
Oh.
Kathy Milliner, a pleasure.
Charmed.
And I think you may have met Natalie before.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
not sure.
Yes, I know Miss Crane.
Hi.
Good to see you again. Glad you're
Thanks. You too.
We're all sort of, keeping an eye on each other. As is good to do.
So to speak.
So to speak. So there's been some weird stuff. Let me show you. Enfys takes out their book and actually shows Xavier pages of the contents. I will give summaries of this, but that is not something that happens very often.
No. The book is... It's not quite your offline brain, but it's definitely a thing of importance to you.
It mentions a death at a compass rose. It mentions graffiti in town. It mentions bits and pieces of various premonitions, including the fact that, and I'm trying to remember the exact phrasing, this was very early on, but that this might be people sort of trying to get at each other in odd ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I point things out in order to kind of give the story that somebody died there. We met someone, but that was fine. We did find out that there was a message intended for us, and that it went missing in the process of this, and that it was from the prince. Those bits can be pulled out in order from where they gesture. And then there's the graffiti and any number of other strange things, and we don't yet know. Do you know if there's anything going on with the tea, like the MBTA?
I mean, there's always something going on with the MBTA.
Is there something Is there something particularly profound or atypical you found going on with the train? Because I was told to take it at one point.
Did it say where?
No, of course it didn't. It's a tease.
No.
But where were we when it happened?
That's true.
We were home.
Yeah. So around the Davis Square area.
Okay. That's on the Tifareth branch? Maybe. If you take it to Gebura. Nah, I'm really bad at tea Kabbalah. It's something I've always wanted to study more, but I've never quite gotten a handle on it.
No, that's fine. It's fair. I just thought I'd share various snippets with you. I'd share various snippets with you in case it sparked anything for you.
Oh, certainly. I mean, you can trace out different lines of power by taking the tea. That's why people take it all the way from one end to the other sometimes. There's a marathon that you can do where you take it from every length and stop. There's some people who do it. They get it. They say it gives them insight. But of course, it's just a rumor, really.
Maybe I'll try that sometime.
I'm going with you.
Wear your sunscreen. It doesn't. You can't really do it in a night.
Oh, that's true. Maybe I can send somebody to do it. If I find it problematic.
Let me see. Is there anything else unusual about the tea? Well, there was that. Did you hear about the car?
I don't know.
There was a person who drove a car into the government center station, caused the ceiling to collapse, shut it down for a while. Maybe it's a blockage.
Wow. That's awkward. Why would they do that?
The government center station is underground. How do you drive into it?
It was something they drove into something at the ceiling and the ceiling collapsed.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Weird.
When was the
Around about September.
Huh.
And is now? Like, are we at the same time of year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If nothing else, I wanted to at least give you a heads up on the fact that something may be afoot that's seeking to play various forces against each other. And since the thing that had been message interruptus was for us from person in charge on your end, I don't know if they're trying to mess with her or with all of you, or make it.
My apologies. I'm going to rephrase that. The government center crash was in September, but the Alewife station is the one that I'm thinking of.
Wondering about that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's
My
change
apologies.
Cool.
No problem. It is,
I was
it is
figuring
Alewife.
you were switching it for the game.
Nope, I'd forgotten.
Cool.
Okay.
Maybe there are blockages. Maybe something's messing with the flow. I'm sorry, I lost track of what you were saying. Something involving my people?
Given the vibe of somebody possibly interjecting themselves and trying to point fingers at other people and mess with the way, the weave and warp of things as it currently stands. And since it was a message for us from the person in charge on your end, I wanted to make sure you were at least aware in case something came up that bothered all of y'all.
So yes, we are aware. Have you heard that the message went out to a number of different celebrities, let's call them?
Yes.
So,
I don't know if we have the whole list, but yes.
Yeah, this is...
We have a few. We
A-list.
we know a couple of people on the guest list.
Right. This is... Iverson doesn't do this move very often. It's not something that she... I mean, calling everyone together like this, I mean, it takes a lot of juice and a lot of favors.
It also requires a lot of schedule.
Right, right. Whatever it is, well, I'm not exactly invited into those parties anymore. But
that's not because of me, is it?
He lowers his eyes and I mean, I'm not, clearly I'm still allowed in the door. There's just some rooms I can't. It's just some rooms I can't go into any longer. Not for a while.
Okay. But, this is a temporary thing.
I mean,
everything's temporary. But...
it's not forever, and I'm aware of that. But sometimes the choices we make have consequences, even if they're worth it. And he gives you a look and sort of smiles.
Thank you. If Xavier is the sort of person that does hugs, Enfys does lean over and give him a hug.
You lean over and hug him. It is his body. I mean, it doesn't give the way a human's body does. It's not quite as flush or warm, but you do hug him, and he seems to get something from it. So.
And if nothing else, I'm only a quick contact or two away, but I am sorry that's how that all...
Is there anything else I can help you with? I mean, I'm not completely without resources.
Mostly we want to make sure that things are okay, but that's such a nebulous thing to say. Like, what does that even mean?
Are things okay? Well, I know that Iverson is convening a lot of notables. I know that there are some people from out of town who are, what do we say, Skyping in?
Wow.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
No, that's not at you. That is something they could be using. That's current.
Yeah.
Use Skype.
I Skype. What a interesting word. It sounds like it sounds made up, but I guess
there
all
are
words
better
are made
ones
up.
now. There are better things for that. But yes, just as
really better things for that.
Discord. There's one called Discord now.
That's not
really
better.
It depends on.
Are you saying that people communicate over something called Discord?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we watch things on blindness and we hear things on deafness and we communicate on Discord, and that's the world we live in.
I mean, not well. Don't get me wrong. We don't communicate well on Discord, but we do communicate.
Yeah, but at least the music's good.
Now I'm in my head, and I blame you.
I don't get it.
That's fine. It's a good blame. And I'll show you how Discord works sometime if you'd like. But
I think
such as it does.
I thought you'd already learned how Discord works.
I was actually going to tell you that thing I'd been working on.
Oh, don't you think I know?
Oh, geez. Well, fine.
I mean, that's how. I mean,
of course.
Once you know, we all know.
Then
that's how that works.
If you know, you know. That's great. That's recent. That's fairly recent. Level of development is recent.
It's a matter of time, right? It's one of those things where it works forward and backwards. Once you have it, you've always had it.
That's fair. Enfys looks vaguely at the rest of them and kind of does one of these to at least give a vague sense at all of what they're talking about.
None of you have any idea.
No, but
Enfys
just totally indicated that this is clearly something about being slightly mental, so okay.
You might suss that it might be a clan thing.
Like I said.
Okay, so you know some of what we know as well, which is good that that's consistent. There's the meeting, it's a lot of people. Some people are not townies and are part of this. I think someone's trying, my suspicion, personal suspicion, is that somebody's trying to mess with the mechanics of this or has a vested interest in seeing something tilt in a particular direction. Oh, by the way, have you seen these? I have like one photo, not like Natalie's amazing ones, of the graffiti. And I say, oh, if you have better, you're more than welcome to. You are muted.
Yeah, hold on a minute. She starts flipping through her phone.
These are cool. By the way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's bleed. Well, not literal bleed.
He looks at the phone and then looks at Natalie and then looks at you and says, I've got to go.
Oh boy.
And
okay.
he puts his cigarettes in his pocket and says, pleasure meeting you all. I have to see a man on a train.
You'll be in touch, right?
Yes, of course. Later. Bye.
Be safe. Don't
Not gonna hurt anybody, right?
I think hold on.
It seems like the effect on people.
Through the cobweb, I send back, if you think we are at risk for showing you, please tell me.
You send that message.
And that may or may not do anything.
No. There's a ping sound. Risk? Risk? What risk? Tell us what risk. What's at risk? What's happening?
Hey kids, give us a second and we'll learn more. I don't want to tell you anything and send you on wrong stuff.
Wrong stuff, right stuff, all stuff.
Oh, you bunch of merry bastards. It'll be fine. Look, things are funky, like they
Boston
always
runs
are.
on Duncan, don't forget.
I know Boston runs on Duncan. Look, if you want to meet soon, we will find a time, okay? But I don't want to send you on the unfun kind of goose chase. They're not awake at night.
Is it time to be a horrible goose? Is it time to be a horrible goose?
Give us a few weeks.
It is always time to be a horrible goose.
I promise.
I demand horrible gooseness.
Enfys specifically says, if the time comes for us to be a horrible goose, I will tell you when and where.
You're a very small egg in a very big nest. You're new here. We understand that. But do not send messages you do not expect others to hear.
No. I expected you did. I just don't have better data for you yet. I want to make sure I don't mislead you.
Data. Tell number one that this is...
Oh God. Okay, so this goes on for a while.
Yeah, sure. The cobweb echoes with this attempt
Star
to
Trek
reach
jokes,
out.
apparently.
But yes.
And we all thank you for the lore dump.
Oh, that was terrible.
That was great. But yes, that was intended.
Somebody share her bits or something. That's what you do on Twitch, right?
But I did want to use that as a seed for a possible use of Cobweb 3 that may come later.
Yep, absolutely.
Not this
no
session
problem.
later.
No, absolutely. So yeah, Xavier takes off as if he has seen a ghost.
Did he happen to be looking at the screen around the time that the Hakata symbol showed up?
Not in particular. You were sort of scrolling. There was a bunch of scrolling through, but it was clear that as he was looking at it, he started to see various things that you guys were pointing to his attention to, and you said like it bleeds, and then suddenly.
Oh, that's true.
Check.
Yeah, double, triple beating. It's fine.
Yep.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
He will. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jason. He doesn't do that often, but that is not that different than a particularly intense version of I Need to Go Sit Right.
Okay.
It is that. What's your politics like, Enfys?
Let's find out if I have literally any. Also, where's my cursor? There it is.
What is politics?
Guess what?
What's that?
And I don't have that.
In that case, that's probably it.
Oh, good.
Did any of us take politics?
However, I do have Insight 3.
It's true. You do.
Does that help me at all in reading him in particular?
Sure. I would want you to give me a resolve and insight.
I can do that.
But it's he's not present, so probably like 2 successes would do it.
Okay. Cool. Gotta roll the dice. Make those hungry dice. Here we go. Oh wow, that's good.
5 successes.
Yeah,
Hot.
nice.
It's like you know him.
It's like he's one of their closest allies.
Yep. It's like you do.
It's like
All
they're
right.
my Maula.
So, you it takes you a minute, but it comes to you. That is vampire-related iconography that you are showing him on a cell phone.
Yeah,
the Kamala has a strong. There's a strong movement among members of the Ivory Tower to make sure that things that are vampire-related are not transacted on phones.
Sure.
Really?
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer.
So what I am also gonna do is, because it's better than waking up the cacophony again, send a quick text to say they can be removed, and in a text after that, the creator does not recognize them.
the response to "they can be removed" is, yeah, but that'd take money and equipment. I mean, where would I even find a sandblaster at this hour? And
I'll get to that
the response to "the creator does not know."
And then I write.
And the response to "the creator does not know" is, "I find that exceedingly hard to believe."
Okay, they write flashes of insight ... but perhaps you're correct. If you need to act, let me help you. I may have a lead.
He sends back XOXO.
Okay. So that was also a little awk for reasons that we can get into not at Quincy Market.
Yep. All right. So you are here in Quincy Market. It is a public meeting place for the kindred. Before you leave this space, is there anything you'd like to do?
If it's a rat, I could feed, right?
I was just gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, can I grab a bite to eat?
Sure. What's your technique in this particular location?
In this particular location, it's going to be a little bit transactional.
Okay.
I'm gonna find somebody looking pretty GTF.
Okay. Cool. If that's the kind of transaction we want to do, then I'm gonna say, let's see here, I'm gonna call that charisma plus persuasion.
Okay.
That seems reasonable.
Are there actual places to proverbially F in Quincy Market?
I mean, not literally.
I think
this is
That's an Enfys question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, we haven't gotten to that, but sure. Not in a special way different than normal Quincy Market. We don't have random.
I'm sure there's a bathroom stall or something.
Yeah.
They set up a love hotel. I'm not going to assume they didn't because this exists here.
3.
3 successes. That is sufficient for this particular place.
Yeah.
Are you taking? How much are you taking?
One is safe, 2 is risky, right?
It depends. 1 or 2 is. It's a question of like 1 or 2 can be. It's a question of less of 1 or like yes. One or two are both safe. The question is whether you want to go slow or fast. No, I mean, like, seriously, slow is safe, and that will take you like an hour or two. Fast is I'm gonna tear it out of him within like a couple of minutes, and it could lead to some damage.
Well, I'm not gonna hold everybody up.
All right.
That's rude.
I was
If it makes
about
you
to
feel better.
say,
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
while y'all get your nom nom on, I can look around and see if there's anything sketchy.
Okay.
Because Kathy has Sense the Unseen.
I'll look with you for sketchy things. I don't have the ability to see unseen things, but I can hear and see things that are, not super obvious.
You have the other type.
Yeah.
That's good. And you won't be holding me up because I'll be doing a similar thing.
So are you? So the answer is like looking at.
I will take 2, but I will be moderately safe about it. Like this guy is gonna leave. This guy is gonna leave tore up.
Yep.
But not life-threateningly tore up.
No.
Is that something I can do?
Sure. So here's the options, right? So there is take 1, and that takes 3 turns. You can take 2, or it takes the equivalent of an entire scene, which is like 1 or 2 hours. Or you basically can take 2 in 2 turns, but they will take damage. 1 ag for each hunger you slake.
Humans take so many months to heal ag. Holy shit.
Oh, well, I mean...
Like 6 months of recovery.
I'll be good. I'll take 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lower your hunger by 1.
And let's to the chat, let's not encourage anybody to chug just yet.
Are they chanting for
Yeah.
Are they chanting for blood? Okay.
Rathmore TV is.
Yeah, they're in fact chanting for blood.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. So you find someone amenable. You've only got 3 successes, so there's not a dyscrasia. You basically slake your thirst and you reduce your hunger by 1.
Yay.
Okay. So that puts you at hunger 2, yeah? Okay. The part of you that aches is mollified. It wants more, but knows that this is an unworthy offering. Meanwhile,
I'm gonna take it out on somebody.
Okay, cool. Alexis and Kathy are going to cruise for strangeness. And what is Enfys doing before I make them roll?
Enfys is also getting some noms.
Okay, fair enough. I will get back to Enfys's noms in just a moment. All right, Alexis and Kathy, give me your wits and awareness. And if you have heightened senses and you're turning it on, then add your auspex. If you're doing any other weird stuff,
It says the unseen.
Yep.
I think that also counts, right?
Well, since the unseen is the thing your other thing. Okay, let me go and check that out.
Only
Since the
3.
unseen is resolve and auspex, so.
Jason, I'm gonna spend a willpower and re-roll the 3 of these that I can re-roll.
Sure. Let me go and take a look.
Because I got 3 successes and I want 3 more.
You want 3 more?
Well,
okay.
I want some more anyway.
Yep. No, I gotcha.
And I get 1 more.
I see 1 more. So that is a total of 4 successes. And Renee, actually, you want me to do this for you, don't you? Or have you figured?
No, I got it at this point.
Cool.
I sent the dice share.
Nice. 2 successes. Rockin'.
Yes.
Okay. So, and is that your awareness check or your resolve check? Is this for Sense the Unseen or the or awareness?
This is so mine is for Sense the Unseen.
Okay. Cool.
So that's the suspects.
Yep. Cool. You open up your senses to the world. Your eyes drag over the scene. You can see a number of beings trying not to be noticed. hanging out by statues, lurking in corners, waiting to see who walks by. You can see you can see
Do they seem like other vampires grocery shopping?
yeah, they do. They totally do. They are here. Like you can see. I mean, they are
wearing
not
trench coats and fedoras and are definitely not being observed.
Absolutely. It's they're trying their best. But they are trying to they're waiting for other kinds of rendezvous. You can also see
I make
at
kissy
least
faces at the ugliest Nosferatu there.
okay. Like you're not hidden. Okay. Well, we'll get to that. There, you also managed to see over by one of the colonial era statues a kind of wan phantom looking spirit, just sort of looking dour and gazing out over the market. Anna, with Alexis, you have 4 successes, so you see a number of there are some people there who are making subtle covert transactions. You've got people who are handing off money, people who are handing off items. Like there's at least one parcel being passed from hand to hand, and there is a
last while
goes into the gun like a battery.
Okay.
And you can see someone who is kind of unsteady on their feet, possibly due to blood loss. Most people wouldn't notice, except that you've got medicine and heightened senses.
I will keep an eye on that person to sort of not
Absolutely.
immediately jump to conclusions, but
Right. All right. Enfys, what's your feeding approach like in this place?
It probably still is siren, although it might not be quite the same thing that it's doing, depending on who I see.
Right. Sure. You're going to go and siren a bit in this place. Give me a charisma and persuasion, but your difficulty is going to be 4.
Okay. The kind of person, though they're not going to be super picky right now, that
Yeah.
they tend to look for is somebody who looks interesting, creative, eccentric, or although not too far out of it, because that's a concern. And that might need, a little bit of sympathy or cheering up or feeling like their life could be more interesting or exciting or special.
Okay.
And you said that's charisma plus
Persuasion.
persuasion. Thank you. And yes, I have to still roll 2 hunger dice because I haven't fed yet.
Yeah.
That
3
is
successes. Do you want to try and use a willpower to reroll some of the blank ones, or do you want to succeed with a cost?
Oh, is that a succeed with a cost level?
You could. Yeah, you need 4. You've got 3.
Oh, I need 4. Excuse me. I was thinking, I heard 4 and thought difficulty, which is silly because that's not how this works. Sure, I'll reroll with a willpower.
Sure, and up to 3 of those, because I saw that you had 3 blank non-hunger dice.
Okay, thank you.
And that looks to be, that is another 3 successes. You didn't get a 10 on the last one, so it doesn't become like a massive success.
Oh, that doesn't count as a, even though it has 2 dots, it doesn't count as
you
a
need
thing?
2 of them.
Oh, it is.
You need
It
2
is.
of them.
Oh, right.
Yes,
You need to pair
yes,
them up now.
yes. It's pairs of 10s.
Well, you have 6 successes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I keep forgetting how the doubles work.
Not a problem. Sure. So you find someone who is both slightly downhearted, but like, you know, a person that the Enfys might find compelling, someone with a story. You meet, you chat, there is you know, you share tea tea from a thermos, and you manage to suggest to them that maybe they could take this somewhere more private. How much do you take?
I only take one.
Just one. Okay. I'm gonna roll some dice.
Uh-oh.
And I'm also going to do a thing, possibly, depending on if something happens immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I am hoping to at least obscure what I am doing as necking, hopefully.
Nope, that makes sense.
With 6 successes, I am very hopeful I will not need to pull out my bigger guns.
Whoa.
Mm.
See previous conversation. Anyway.
Let's see.
Something interesting is happening.
Sure. You feel a certain as you drink from this person, you get something that you can taste. This is this person is feeling melancholy. You have the melancholic dyscrasia, and it is a bonus on certain disciplines. I believe it's obfuscate for you.
And is that just for learning or for using? I think it's just
for
learning.
using.
Oh,
for using.
Jeez, I have not been capitalizing on those.
Yep, and it is a sense of mourning. There's a certain sense of acceptance and loss. You feel like you have a certain knack for understanding loss and dealing with it better. If you should need to make a remorse test, let me know.
Okay. I leave the person generally with the overall vibe of that this too will pass, that they will be able to pass through it, that not that you'll be stronger for it, but like that things like this suck, whatever the suck is, they all suck. Yeah. That is an unfortunate inevitability in life, but I think that they will be able to find a way to have space made for them, like moments like this.
For true. All right. So reduce your hunger by 1, and let's return to Kathy for just a moment. You make kissy faces at the ugliest Nosferatu you can find.
Oh God.
Yeah, mostly to fuck. It's in a fuck around and find out kind of mood.
Oh,
absolutely. All right. So you get someone's attention. They're kind of their skin has like a network of like pockmarks. Their fangs are distended, and one of them sort of poking through the lower lip. He turns and kind of lopes over to you faster than you think he ought to, and says, with a heavy Boston accent, "You got a problem?"
no, just saying hi.
Well, is it your intention to get friendly, or are you just wasting my fucking time?
Depends on what you mean by friendly.
All right. You look like you can take it. First one to draw blood gets to feed.
Oh,
I mean, I wasn't planning on getting a bite here, but if that's how you want to be.
woohoo!
I'm like there
All right.
watching this, right?
You can.
Princess.
Alexis can absolutely hear this, but we are now at a time when we usually
Yes.
take our break.
This is a great time for a break.
Yeah.
All right.
It was fun.
I'm going to put us on our BRB screen, and I'm going to run a short commercial break while we all go and get a little stretch. Everybody take the time to get a drink of water, get a bio break, take your meds if it's that time. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
The mouse in the back said everyone attack.
Okay, I think we should have sound again. And hopefully, do we have sound? Nope, I don't think I can hear people. Why can't I hear people?
I'm not talking.
Oh, I can hear you. I can't hear Jason again. Shit.
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird. And I don't know why.
You could try the same thing we did before. If it comes to it.
Yeah. Apparently they also can't hear you, Sammy, but I can. So
That's odd.
That is odd.
Weird.
That is weird. All right. Are people definitely...
Hello?
Nope. Yeah, they can now hear you, Sammy, but still not Jason. Okay, let's see what's going on with that. Nope, that's fine. That's all not set to weird. Okay. All right, Jason, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time because that seemed to work.
Das Boot.
Yeah, correct. Sadly.
Boot to the head.
Yeah.
We are all about the same age.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We understand these references.
Sorry to anybody else who doesn't.
I think that's just basically saying we're old. Except apparently Renee, who is, I am told, younger than all of the rest of us.
Only a bit.
Not by much. I am turning 40 this year.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. We can hear you again, and you are theoretically back available on the stream.
Merrily, hear me on the stream.
Yeah, exactly like
Whoa.
that. Oh. Well, here we are. We are now back. Where were we? Oh, yes. I think we were about to maybe have fisticuffs.
Yep, looks like fisticuffs are happening.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Okay.
May the dice be ever in my favor.
Absolutely. So, before we rush into the hammer and tongues of combat, Natalie and Enfys, you both in various stages of post-feeding bliss, or at least relaxation, you feel something. There is a sense that something dangerous is about to happen.
Is it the thing happening in the other window? We don't have any sort of directional on that, do we?
You had a premonition.
You know what? I'm me, so I'm gonna premonition right back at it.
I mean, no, you don't need to roll. This is the premonition.
I get more data.
Yeah, this is the thing you get is the thing for free.
Okay, that's fine.
So is time aligning for dramatic purposes such that
Of course it is.
Of course
Yep.
it is. Okay.
So Renee, what is Kathy's plan?
Well, first of all, get the motherfucker's name. Standard name, rank, and serial number. Just in case I need to yell at somebody's mommy later.
All right, so you're going to open by asking his name.
I'll be like, Kathy Milliner, who are you?
Okay. Toss me charisma and intimidation to see if you manage to throw him off his game long enough to answer that question.
I was about to say, does my lore sheet apply here?
Probably. This is the you know who I am, yeah?
Yes, it is.
So add 3 dice to that pool.
Hot.
Hey Jason, did I
Yeah?
get the impression that this dude was like, let's throw punches right here, right now, in the middle of this public space? Or
That is in fact the impression that you got.
Okay.
Or at least you actually, yeah, because they were talking loud enough that you did not perceive Kathy talking to the air, even though this guy did have obfuscate. So
Ooh.
they are, it's the
That's a lot of
that's
successes.
6 successes.
woof.
It is not critical.
Not critical, but just big. Okay.
I was about to
see-
say, if anybody's got them channel points and wants to make it messy.
Let's see here.
Or get her willpower refresh, whichever.
Let me see here. Let me see how he reacts. He is at least a little hungry. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So you start with Kathy Milliner. Who the hell are you? Or who the fuck are you?
Ooh, we have a redeem for a respite for Kathy.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. You can re-roll any of the blank dice. Maybe up to 3 of the blank dice. Costs you no willpower to do so.
Okay.
You had...
Actually, you can. If you want to try to get more 10s, you can also re-roll any of the non-blank dice. But
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember which ones were blank.
How many dice
you
did
should
you roll?
you should have 1 blank die, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
So charisma is 3.
Yep.
Intimidation is 2.
Yeah.
Plus 3 for you know who I am.
Yep.
I got 6.
And
so
yep.
So you should have 2.
that would be 2.
Yes, but one of them was one of them I believe was a hunger die.
No.
Okay, so hunger dice are not counting specifically.
How
for the
many
rest of
hunger
you.
dice
Okay.
did you have?
2.
Okay.
I'm looking at the GM screen, and it says that you rolled 2 hunger dice and 6 regular dice.
Yes, that's
right,
correct.
but her hunger dice were successes, weren't they?
I can't tell because
Yeah, that I
Yeah,
can't tell
I can't
either,
tell
unfortunately.
anymore.
All right, so you know what? Let's say this: reroll 2 dice.
Okay.
Reroll 2. Add 2 more for that.
those were blank, so that did absolutely nothing. But thank you, Selkie.
Okay, cool.
It was worth a shot.
So, you bet. So, you are, they pull their size, they pull themselves up to their full height, and say, they call me Sully. And I don't give a fuck who you are or where you're from. I'm here for what's inside, not outside. Now you gonna throw down or not?
Okay, but you started it. As Kathy reaches over and takes off her earrings. I hope somebody's getting a clip of this. And hands them off to Natalie.
We hear now?
Oh, good.
All right.
Go get him, girl.
He's big old dude. Has decided he's going to try and intimidate a woman. So I must answer.
Mm.
Seems you must. So, you're gonna wait for him to throw the first punch, or are you gonna lead off?
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
I'm letting him swing. I'm letting him throw the sponge.
Okay.
I know how
Cool.
this rolls.
Absolutely. All right. So, he looks around and he moves in for what is effectively a shoulder tackle. Lowers his body mass to the ground and charges. This is going to be strength and brawl with potence. So.
Okay.
Does that break his obfuscate? Like, can we now see him?
Yeah, it's going to.
Okay.
But. All right.
Ooh.
That is 9 successes. All right.
Yeah, there were a lot of dots. Oh god. And skulls.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So 9 successes. Divided in half. So that's gonna be 4 superficial damage coming in. Do you have your fortitude? You have your fortitude.
I do need to do a rouse check specifically for toughness, so I did not have that up immediately.
Okay.
So I'm going to be smart. I'm going to be the honorable player and not immediately apply that.
Okay, cool. So we've got there is 4 superficial.
Yep.
What is Kathy's wound track like? How much health does she have?
She has 8.
8. Okay. So you get a solid crack that you can feel all the way down your spine. You feel your ribs cave a little. You can feel as it's like you're taken and you're like dropped to the ground as you let this guy freight train into you.
I also have a handy little something called Cat's Grace.
You do. You are. If you are
I'm in a
falling,
place where I can roll with it.
If you are falling or balancing, Cat's Grace works. But this is a solid freight train. So you are slammed.
Jason.
Yep.
I want to make sure that I keep an eye out for anybody reacting to this fight happening at potentially at some point, possibly supernatural speeds or damages or whatnot.
Yep. At this point, you can keep watch.
Heightened senses are still up.
Yep, absolutely. Give me a wits and. Yeah, wits and awareness is probably the right call here because you're trying to do it on the fly.
Yep. Am I adding my auspex?
Auspex, sure are.
Okay. So 6 dice. 3, 4, 5, and then one of these. 1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
Okay. Far as you can tell, it's happening so soon that people haven't really taken notice. There's only been 1 shot so far.
Okay.
I am far less successfully, I'm certain, doing a bit of that once it gets going, just because.
Sure. You guys will be able to get there in the next cycle of actions because you guys are coming from the wherever it is you were feeding. You were probably not feeding in public.
I wasn't sure if we had magical teleporting earrings or not, and that's fine.
You do not have magical teleporting
earrings. That's why she handed the earrings to not Natalie, because Natalie's not there yet, but probably Alexis.
Right. That's why I was making the joke. Yeah. You're not Jim and the holograms. It is fine.
I was about to say somebody has Kathy's earrings.
I do.
There you go.
I'm sorry, Natalie. I know that was the thing you wanted to do. All right. So, Now I'll do that rouse check.
All right, go ahead. Give me a rouse check.
Yes. I do, in fact, get hungrier.
Okay.
So that puts me at a 3. Fun. And since he has kind of, basically taken me down to the ground, this is kind of where I want to be able to use some of his momentum against him.
Okay.
Good old, knocks me down to the ground. I'm able to, roll back and land him on his back to basically prep for a ground and pound.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to say, is that Dex and Brawl or Strength and Brawl, do you think?
Well, it's going to be involving
You're trying to
lifting a fairly heavy weight because he's bigger than me.
It is true. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you made the rouse check to activate your. What did you make the rouse check to activate?
That was specifically for toughness.
Okay,
So
cool.
basically, any other damage that I get is
Reduced by your fortitude level.
Yeah, which is 2.
Yep. Cool. All right. So, are you also going to let's see here. Do you have prowess? I forget.
I do not. Potence is not in clan for the Hecata in this game.
It's true. It's true. Okay.
We got fortitude instead.
Yep. Okay. Then give me your strength and brawl. Strength and brawl, strength and brawl, strength and brawl. We're rolling. Strength and brawl, strength and brawl, strength and brawl.
Okay. 3 hunger dice. Fuck my life.
And you're even smarter now. What gives?
Yeah. That is
One success.
One success.
One success. You struggle to get your your arms in position. You think that like somehow whatever it is he did knocked something out of alignment. You can't quite get the leverage you want. You hear in your ear this guttural rasp of, "Give in, let me feed, and we'll call it square."
I wasn't trying to stop you, dude. Or do you want it from me?
No shit, Sherlock. Why the fuck do you think I'm on your fucking case?
Right. You could have asked nicely.
That was asking nicely.
Roll him over.
All right. Well, you
trying to get another hit in, yeah.
No, I got you. Go. All right. So, give me a strength and brawl, and he's going to counter with strength and brawl. That is 2 and 1 skull.
Yeah. So to go back to a previous roll, you got 2 skulls on one of those.
I did, but I did not fail.
Yeah, fair.
No, it's the skulls are only important if you fail the roll, at which point you have a chance for a bestial failure. He did not fail that roll.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So.
There's also an offer in the chat for another respite.
Okay.
He has too many dice.
No, he's got just enough. I mean, he's spending.
Got just enough for what he is.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 2 successes. He got 4. That is that he does win on that one. He does not do any damage to you because he doesn't succeed by enough because of your fortitude. But he does get his arm in a place where He goes, last chance, nice or nasty?
Okay, now we're over here kind of going like,
Yep.
Yeah.
cool.
This is the giggle corner.
And it's not necessarily like a mean. It's just, she's not saying it in a mean spirited sort of way. It's like,
Yeah.
say please, and yeah, when we can be nice.
Give me a charisma and persuasion.
Yeah. A thing that I am actually relatively good at.
Uh-huh.
With persuasion of 3. Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. What? And then because I have to ask every single time.
In this case, we've established that he does not care who you are.
Okay. That is 4 successes.
It is. Let's see how he feels about it. Okay. Yeah. So, here's how this plays out. He's got you held to the ground, and you say please. And you can see like a moment of something humane flashing in his eyes.
Aww.
And with a rasp, he says, please.
Aww.
Sure.
Munch. And he sinks his off-center, not quite aligned fangs into your shoulder and begins to feed. And it feels warm. Like standing in front of a trash can warming your hands warm, like that sort of flickering fire against the cold. And he...
It's like that ex-boyfriend you don't want to go back to, but you just can't help it.
And he drinks from you. And you get slightly hungrier.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets less hungrier. And he pulls himself away, and all you had to do was ask nice. Yeah, I suppose. I'm sorry, Ms. Milliner. I don't know what came over me.
You're not yourself when you're angry. She hands him a business card.
Does he need a Snickers?
He just had one, I
He
think.
just had one.
Yep. Yep. It's
in case you need something a little safer.
Yeah. I'm a go.
Before it gets weird.
Call me.
Before it gets weird.
Yeah. And he sort of lopes away behind the thing before he chooses to vanish. Yeah, he failed that intimidation roll so badly that it knocked him out of what he was doing.
Hey, Jason.
Some
Yeah.
it never hurts to be nice.
Before I ask what I see or hear from the passersby, I have a rules-related question.
Ask it.
So, my vague memory of not actually knowing anything about vampire reminds me that, like, sometimes it's bad to drink blood from other vampires. How does that work in this edition?
Well, the answer is that it, generally speaking, some vampires, it is dangerous to drink from, but most vampires, the first drink, I mean, not that you'd know, but the first drink, you start to think about the other vampire sometimes. It crosses your mind. They become an object of interest, of fascination.
Mm.
And, generally speaking, some vampires don't care much about that. Some do. So perhaps Sullivan will have an interesting couple of weeks where
Okay.
he starts thinking more about Kathy Milliner.
So it's like
Perhaps,
it's not
Especially
the
since he has
like
his number.
yeah.
His answer
So
number.
it's not like the you got to do it 3 times and then it's definitely a blood bond kind of stuff.
I mean, to be fair, it's not. It is no longer like absolutely 3 times the charm. It can vary,
Okay.
but yes, this vampire is now technically 1 step bloodbound to Kathy Milliner. Now, if he had chosen, I mean, it's probable this is a thing he does, that like feeding off like there is the predator type blood leech, which is I feed off other vampires because I can either make them not be a problem or I kind of like the thrill of it.
Or it's not a problem because
Mhm.
I spent my points there.
Also a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
For those of you who watched LA by Night, I believe Alex Ward's character had that as his predator type.
Yeah. It is absolutely a double-edged sword.
Yep.
Especially since Kathy is now at hunger 4.
Oh God.
It's true.
And injured.
And Kathy is down half their hit points. Well, health levels, to be fair. This might also be a chance
I
for
can fix
Alexis
that.
to show. Yeah, exactly.
In fact, well, step 1. Is anybody in the surrounding crowd in any way reacting, or there was a tussle and they're done now and nobody paid attention?
That second part, it actually didn't go on very far.
Yeah, no, it was like what 2 rounds?
There was 1 punch or 1 lunge really, and everything else was struggle and quiet.
Tense whispering. Okay.
Yep.
Boy, that was a really strange get together. Those 2 people who must know each other must have had.
All
Okay,
right.
that was weird.
Yep.
Don't ask too many questions.
Alexis will hand
I mean,
Kathy
it's
back
Boston.
her
What do you
earrings
want?
and say, "Do you want me to fix you up?"
Don't. Let's get somewhere else. God, Sully gives strong hugs. Fuck. Oh.
Hey,
Burger.
see, it's not just me. Envis says to the rest of the group.
Did we drive here?
You took the
No,
train.
we took
No,
the
we took the
tea.
train. Okay, so we can't even go to the car.
Because the train.
Yeah.
We can probably find it.
Ladies go to the bathroom in packs.
Yes, let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's a great place.
Yeah, I should get cleaned up. Ow,
Yeah,
fuck.
you should. Jason, we go find a ladies' room, preferably an empty one.
Sure. It's.
Oh, it'll be empty. Like if there's anybody in it, they very soon.
Very
It
soon.
is late at. It is getting to be. It's gotten to be late at night, so it's about 11. So the ladies' room is still open, but it's empty. You have a chance. You hustle your way in there under the harsh fluorescent lights, and you the 4 of you are in there looking at your reflections in the graffitied mirror.
Right.
While Alexis is fixing Kathy up, Kathy sends a text to nobody.
Jason, I'm going
If
to
you've got
need
a
help.
friend named Sully, tell him he owes me.
It takes a minute. You get a text back going, no. Nobody's friends with Sully.
Oh.
Pass the message on anyway.
Uh,
Please and thank you.
Jason, I've never
Yep.
used this power.
Ooh, it's a power you haven't used. Everybody gets to play the game. All right,
Okay,
so
I need a
we
rouse
start like
check,
this.
maybe?
Let me find out. This is your Valerian, yeah?
Yeah, so it's
Yep,
int
okay,
plus
so-
42.
Well, first you do the rouse check.
Okay, okay, hang on. That's this bucket. Okay, and that's just one die, right?
That's just one die, pass or fail.
Fail.
Yep. You get hungrier.
I get hungry. Let me mark that
Okay.
before I forget that I need to mark it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question.
Yep.
Are we doing this fast or slow?
What is the definition of fast and what's the definition of slow in this case?
Sure. Fast is doing it in one turn,
Okay.
and the difficulty there is 2, which means you have to beat 2 to have an effect.
Okay.
If you say we're doing it slow, it takes a scene, which is about, more like, 10 minutes, half an hour. And the difficulty is 0, which means that all your successes go toward it.
Like we're not in a rush, right?
I can
Not
also
that I'm
stand outside the door and indicate that people really don't want to go in if it comes up to it.
aware.
Yeah, sounds good. I think I'm gonna do it slowly.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
and
Okay.
worst case scenario, Kathy can fake the, oh my god, I miss my ex.
Right.
Sobbing
I'm
bit,
having
so
so
no.
much drama here. You don't want to use this bathroom.
I believe it. Okay, so
Yeah.
doing it slowly. Intelligence plus fortitude,
Not
please.
for me.
Okay. So my intelligence is 4 and my fortitude is 2, so that's
6 dice.
6 dice. Two
And some of them
are-
should be hunger dice.
Yep, 2 of them are hunger dice.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll well dice.
You do.
1, 2,
that
3,
is-
4, 5 successes.
Absolutely. So, inside this, basically outdoor mall bathroom. I mean, the mall is
Oh,
outdoor.
yeah.
The bathroom is not.
Also,
Yeah.
this
Yep.
happens and it
Yep.
bleeds.
What? We have third eye, folks. We have third eye.
Woo! We got third eye sign.
Okay, they're just
Sorry, there's a dog.
Is there a dog in camera?
There's not. He's not in camera, but he was like nosing his way toward the table. Anyway,
So,
Right.
important question from the chat.
Yeah, that
If
is an
it's
important
bleeding,
question.
Is that a problem for Kathy?
Probably.
is what a problem for Kathy.
The fact that my eyeball's bleeding. And
Oh,
she's very
very
hungry.
No, I'm not in that room. I'm outside.
it seems that
Like,
it might.
do I want to lick the salubri eyeball, you folks? Let's.
It seems like that's. I mean, that is in fact like it is in fact the bane. All right. So first things first. This scene. You have done the thing. You've successfully over the course of the next scene. You regain all your superficial physical damage. She uses the power of Valerian to knit your body back together. But as is pointed out, you are at hunger 4, and the salubri have this thing where their blood is extraordinarily compelling.
Magically delicious, says the chat.
Okay,
Alright.
so let's see here.
Let's see if you eat me.
It's a hunger frenzy test at difficulty plus the salubri's bane severity, so that is a total of 4. The difficulty is 4.
How do I
Yep.
know what my bane severity is?
It's based on your blood
it-
potency.
It says
It should.
2.
Yeah, it is 2. So
On
it
my
is 2
sheet.
plus 2 is
Okay.
4.
And
But
that
the thing is,
a resolve plus composure, correct?
I believe so. I'm going to look for that just to be sure. But it is. There's a modifier based on your humanity.
Oh, Jesus. She's smarter, but she's still not making good decisions, folks.
She's smarter. She's double the smart, but it wasn't very much to double.
No, my apologies. This is a roll your how much willpower do you have presently?
I currently have full willpower, which is 4.
4. Okay. Roll your willpower. So roll those 4 dice.
And are hunger dice included in that, or just plain old dice?
Just plain old dice. Actually, my apologies. And my apologies. Your humanity is what now?
5.
Okay, so you need to add an extra die to that pool.
Okay. And am I rolling hunger dice on that, or is it all regular
Nope,
dice?
all regular dice.
Okay. Oh boy. Bad decision island. Oh.
So, anybody want to use that
What?
respite?
Please.
How did we do? How did we do?
We rolled 1
Actually-
success so far.
Yeah, now is
One
red.
success. Okay.
Not
What is this thing I can spend willpower on?
I think this may be a thing where other people can. I mean, is the chat going to give you a respite? Is she going to give it a chance to?
I mean, I theoretically have the channel points to give myself respite if I really, really need to, but I would prefer not to do that.
Yeah, chat is on a 15-second delay, so we should give them the opportunity.
I can also
That's it.
technically phone a friend, but it would take a second.
Ah,
All right. So,
and Radmore TV just redeemed it.
Aw.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
who is at the body of the respite?
Rathmore
That would
TV.
be Rathmore TV.
Rathmore
Thank you so
TV
much.
gives Kathy a
Thank you.
moment of respite. So roll 3 of those dice again.
Thank God.
Here's hoping.
It worked fine, I'm sure.
Okay,
Two
that is
more successes
3
to that.
successes total. 3 successes. You need 4 on this one, but no, it's okay. It's okay. You can still have the turn. You
And I'm right
are.
here.
Here's the thing: is you are at 4 hunger, and
Yeah.
you smell the blood leaking from Alexis as she tends to you. She is so very close. Your fangs almost out on, without thinking about it. Your fangs just stand. All right. You have a turn before
I want to
you.
lick your eyeball right now.
How far into this process am I, Jason?
You are in the middle of it. You took the long way to do it, so you are kind of concentrating on making it happen.
And she's like
Yep,
she's like actively like
and I am not going
ripping,
to stop.
like, clenching her fists.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, is not that I'm interjecting it.
Yeah.
Is this something audible from where I am? Just outside the
you-
door.
You know
Because
what?
I heard some growly hissy.
Give me a resolve and aspects check. Let's see if you get a sign.
I mean,
Give me a sign.
Kathy,
Your sign is eyeball licking. What?
That's,
yeah.
You cannot lick your own eyeball unless you're HVC or a setup.
I don't
Or a
recommend
gecko.
that.
Or just really, really kinky.
4.
4.
Yeah.
That is sufficient. Yeah. Something bad is happening inside that room. Something bad, real bad.
So in the room.
Yep.
Natalie
Yeah.
You are not so hungry, but you can hear you can smell the blood as it drips from Alexis's eyes, and
So,
you can see that Kathy is on the edge.
The chat.
the
So-
chat.
The chat. Oh my god.
So,
Bless you, Selkie.
so
Wait, I'm
Um,
frozen. Hold on.
No, you're not.
Natalie just puts both of her hands on Alexis's shoulders and like is just rubbing them, like almost like
Alexis's or Kathy's?
Kathy's.
Yeah, okay.
Because so just puts her hands and she's like, okay, and she just leans over and she goes, Alexis, close your fucking bleeding eye, you idiot. Kathy's going to eat you.
Unfortunately, Alexis cannot do that. All right.
And
Is that among?
And you know she can't.
Is that among the things I hear?
You are now listening for it.
Quiet.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's
is
why
this-
I don't know. I might hear mumbletea. I'm not sure I heard words, but I might have heard.
Are you in the bathroom with us?
No,
I am
she's on
just
the outside.
She's
the
outside.
door,
She's
but I
she's
did
outside
get-
providing cover for y'all.
Oh, okay. No, I got premonition. It's not auditory.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
next round. Not that we're in rounds. I am
Sure.
essentially.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Can I
Renee.
take the bandana and pull it down over the eye?
no. I mean, you can, but it will simply soak through. It is not. It is irrepressible when that is what is active.
The bandana going up is for the purposes of on stream seeing the eyeball when I'm doing the stuff, but like,
Yes.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
you
okay.
know.
So, Renee, are you cool with? At this point, you've got 3 successes. I will let you succeed at a cost.
Sure.
At this point, okay, cool. Natalie calms you down, but you will take 1 point of aggravated willpower damage.
Okay.
What is willpower?
And
We can do that.
you have your willpower box is blocked until it is healed, and you managed to get a tight enough grip. You realize you will need to feed like wicked soon, but like you do not lunge after your coterie mate.
Right. Natalie,
Hmm.
I love you dearly. Get your hands off my fucking shoulders.
Aw. I get my hands off of her fucking shoulders.
Alexis finishes doing what she is doing, however long that takes.
The door
Yep.
closes behind me. I do probably do the come in, look at everybody. Wait to
I
see if
did
anyone
murder
says
a
anything.
sausage right now.
What did you?
They're cool.
I heard something. I heard sausage right now.
I could murder a sausage right now.
I heard sausage, but I didn't hear murder. That seems like
Okay. Enfys hears this, shakes their head a little bit, nods to Kathy, and leaves. And they go into. This is going to take a minute, but intent. They are going into Quincy Market to find the first dude who says something like, "So really, women should blah de blah."
You
or
should
like,
smile more.
Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah, no. Find someone terrible.
Find somebody who tells her to
Oh,
smile
no.
more.
Like, why don't we have that wall? Or women should be doing X, or anything like that. Like, just bad person people.
Look for
Preferably.
somebody. Oh my God! Look for somebody trying to swipe a purse. My God.
all right, wait, dude. I understand where this is going.
No one's better or worse.
What I need you to do.
I am
You
here
know how
easy it
looking.
is to find
I am
somebody saying
looking
a
for
terrible
a
thing.
hooligan.
I just wanted to go look at paintings tonight, but
There is still time,
I'm
probably.
sorry.
I'm just
trying to find somebody. I can do it. We can
Okay.
very quickly do this.
You don't have politics, but you do have psychology. No,
I have
that's a science. You know
I
what?
don't have
I'm gonna go.
carousing, but that's basically what I'm trying to do.
Understood. Give me
A quick
a
carouse.
charisma and subterfuge.
Oh,
that seems like a
well,
thing.
that's
you might be
something.
able to- Yeah, it is. It's
That's something. That's not nothing.
So
Yep.
while they're doing
Get up
that,
on
bless
stage,
their
twirl
hearts.
your hair,
Yeah.
and say, "I'm so drunk," and see who reacts poorly.
Sure,
So while
that's an
they're
easy
doing
way to do it.
that-
I don't care how I'm doing it.
okay.
So while they're doing that,
yeah.
I have a handy dandy little lore sheet
That says takeout.
ability called tap into the system.
Yeah, you have takeout.
All right. So first off, Enfys has
I'm
got
ordered some really violent DoorDash.
Okay. Let's do this in order. Enfys, you have gotten a critical success.
Oh,
you
wow.
6 successes. You find exactly the kind of schmo you're looking for.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you find in this place at this hour, it's probably somebody in like
If I have
a
my
tweed
druthers,
jacket
it's
and
gonna be like,
jeans, probably like the sort of podcast libertarian type.
cool. I listened to like 30 seconds of what he says, continuing to do that. That's so interesting. That's so cool. You know, I'd really love to talk to you somewhere more privately about this. And I am going to see if he grabs that. And if not, I'm going to use awe.
Okay, you're
Aw.
going to use awe after you make the play.
I mean, I'm going to see if he immediately is like, fuck it. Like, if he's just like, if he doesn't need it, I won't do it. But if there's a few seconds of, oh, that's a weird offer, then I'll probably kick in with awe.
Sure. Give me your manipulation and persuasion. And
Excellent.
writing doesn't count. Meanwhile, I'm going to look at
That would
that
be
lore
weird.
sheet and see if that's actually something that happens remotely. Let's see here.
Oh yeah. Can you do
That doesn't
takeout, or
make
do you
sense.
have to go do pickup?
Tabs.
Well, it's the
I-
actual
really
the
hungry.
actual logistics of it, or is not necessarily like specifically
Yep.
DoorDash. That was mostly a joke.
No, I understand. It's
more
the
like
nope. You got it.
4 successes.
What's that?
4 successes.
All right. Let's see what he gets on his composure and subterfuge. Composure and insight. Let's try that. He's just a dude. He doesn't have hunger
I'm
dice.
just a dude. And not gonna be a dude much longer. It's gonna be a body. Okay.
Stains for all of you.
All right.
Not
Right,
You
stains.
beat him by
No stains
2.
here.
He is drunk and
Except your
probably
bandana.
pliable. All right. He follows you. Where do you
Cool.
take him?
I am taking
To the
him to the
ladies'
ladies' room, saying, you know what would be really subversive, based on what you were saying? If we're both in there at the same time, screw that whole like bathroom should be for everyone, right? No, we got to keep these separate so people feel safe. I'm gonna lead him in there.
All right. Kathy, you're going to make a call to the circulatory system?
Yes.
Okay.
Except I bring this dude in.
I want to try and spare these sweet cinnamon rolls having to feed me.
All right.
He does.
So you make a call. You have it is your once per story. And
Yes.
so
Yes,
you've
it
got
is.
that, and it's the there is a honeyed voice at the end of the line going, "Good evening. How may I take your call?"
I'm looking for
Whoa.
some red meat.
Very good. May I access your account, please? I just
Kathy
need to know
M.
if there's any. Pardon? Say again.
Kathy M.
Thank you, Ms. M. Yes. Do you want with pulp or without?
Renee knows what this means, but I'm just given my appetites and how I need to acquire it, it could go either way.
Very well. Do you want it in the package or decanted?
I'm gonna need you to look at my profile again, sweetie.
We have your profile up. We simply need to know exactly what kind of needs you need to satisfy this evening.
In the bag or decanted doesn't necessarily qualify very well for either of those.
No, I understand. If you need us to bring a person to you, that will take longer. We certainly can get you something that satisfies, generally speaking.
Yes.
Fair enough. Do you have any particular preferences as to flavor?
Not at this time.
Very well.
But maybe something that doesn't make me any angrier.
Very well. Please stay in your current location. We have a number of couriers around the city who will be happy to get to you as soon as is possible. Would you allow us access to your GPS?
Just this once.
Of course. We're going to send you a text. Text back text back in the affirmative.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All that done.
You get there, and it will take within 5 or 10 minutes, but soon someone will be on the way. However, Enfys is going to be bringing someone into the room now.
And that probably just saved that dude's life. Let's be real.
Jason, did I finish doing what I was doing before this
Yes, you
dude
did.
comes in? Okay, great.
Yes, you did. You
Mhm.
You've
I would have tried
completed
to
that.
give it enough time.
No, you've taken long enough that is it's the time has passed. We've had the fighting with your beast scene moment. We got that, and so you have finished doing the thing you're doing.
Okay.
When Enfys and Lyle
Oh God.
come into the ladies' room, and he goes,
I have taken a step back and cleaned up and got rid of all that blood, by the way. So.
Oh, oops.
Hey, he leans
oh,
over to
Oh
Enfys
my
and
God,
goes.
what?
He leans over to Enfys and goes, we don't really have any privacy. I guess we can go one of the stalls, or
There weren't, I guess. I quickly give Kathy a look like, you said you wanted
What
salt. Like,
the-
it's not.
What the fuck is this?
They say that to Enfys?
No. It's
Oh,
just
to him. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Can I have another frenzy check?
Oh, I thought this was put on. This is not put on. I thought she's starting to fight.
Oh, I don't know if she is.
Um.
Actually, you know what? You're at 4,
Maybe-
not 5. You're good.
I thought this was her prelude to starting a fight.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry.
This is the Kathy starting a fight specifically to satisfy predator type.
Oh, absolutely. Sounds good. In that case,
Cool.
I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood.
I fearfully back against the door, being scared.
He's trapped.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should think twice before you come into the ladies' room, sir.
Yeah, I've clearly made a mistake. I'll go. And he goes and turns he runs right into Enfys, and he is pinned between the door and Kathy. Kathy, you feel your limbs start to move. You start stalking this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I just take a seat on a sink.
Okay. There are the 4 of you. There's one of him. How much do you take, Kathy?
I take 2.
Really?
Yeah, get him!
And it's
Let's see about that.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Give me resolve and composure, please.
Fuck. All right, let's do this. Apparently, this is fuck with Kathy night. All right.
Does it at any point look like she's gonna kill him?
I mean, she's got her fangs in him. You know how hungry she is.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I know how
Um.
vampires work in medicine.
Do you now need respite? Is that what you need?
At this
These
point,
are hunger dice.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Renee, does Kathy kill him? The answer does not have to be yes. I want you to think about it. I can find another reason. I can find another way that bestial failure resolves. But does Kathy kill him?
No,
Okay.
but he's coming out of there with a shitload of trauma, and
It's
will
true.
never fucking go into a ladies' room ever again.
Fair
If
enough.
he is conscious and alive, there is one last thing that happens to poor Lyle.
I mean, no,
He is-
there's
he
many
is-
things that happen to poor Lyle because I am fucking watching this, and the reason I'm
Sure,
asking
sure.
about this
Yeah.
is if it
Fair
looks
enough.
like she's going to kill him, I am going to intervene.
I
No
don't
problem.
mean that. Different thing.
Kathy sinks her
I'm also
fangs
going to
into
fix
him and does not treat him kindly. She does not kill him. She does not drink him dry, but she does drink from him fast.
He hit him a Capri Sun.
Yeah. She takes
Squeeze it.
3.
Ooh, okay.
She does not take 2. She takes 3, which is enough to cause some measure of damage from the bite. He has lost a lot of blood, and he squeals. The bite of a Hekata is painful, and he is gonna try to stop him.
Yep.
Okay, give me a
I'm not good at this. But
give me a
Yeah.
strength and intimidation.
Is that for both of us?
No, that's for that's for.
I'm
and this
right
was
behind
actually
him.
trying to clamp
Okay.
clamp their hand over his mouth.
Hope it doesn't bite me.
Yeah.
That would be stupid. Strength plus what? Sorry?
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
You're trying to get him to stop
Do I
talking.
have
not
any
like-
of that? Ha ha ha! Oh, I can't. I'm not even sure I can do this. This is
Why not?
literally. Well, it's gonna be one hunger die.
Well,
Yeah.
you can try it.
No, you
Have
know
fun
what?
with that.
If I know I'm that bad at it, I don't do it.
Well, I mean,
If
Okay.
it's that
I mean,
kind, I didn't think
you-
it was
you-
going to be intimidation. I thought it was going to be something else. That's fine.
You clamp your hands over his mouth and try to muffle the sound.
Doesn't work.
Let me just see what happens with him.
And I may have a quick rules question to make sure I do not step on Alexis's plan while potentially doing a thing. The question basically being, if I use the power cloud memory, will it be for the entire scene if in the intervening time Alexis heals him? Like, can I make him forget that whole scene in a foggy way?
Yeah, probably good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what cloud memory does. But that was
So,
Yes,
also,
some people are picky about time, so I thought it
It's
did.
true. I mean, you can make him forget it, but it's the. Sure.
yeah. I mean, my
No.
my plan was to use obey, use medicine, and use cloud memory, like in that.
Oh,
order.
you can do it too if you want.
Well, let's see.
I
You can do the
Alright.
cloud memory part. I was.
Let me,
but I,
let
can,
me
I
just
feel
see.
bad.
but I
A
can,
little,
like,
but only a little.
Let me see what
I have a compulsion
happens.
to fix this.
That's right.
1,
So
2, 3.
I called ahead.
You said you could murder a sausage, so I got you a sausage.
it's true.
All right. Okay. So yeah, he does not die of blood loss or shock, but he does take 3 aggravated damage.
Oh God.
He is. I mean, you can see like the veins kind of turning black
Oh,
on his face, like he is. He looks like he has gone white as a sheet.
He became an Assamite? What?
No.
He didn't. Not those veins.
Wrong black veins.
Sorry.
All right. So yeah, Kathy pulls her fangs out. He drops to his knees and rests his head on the tile floor.
Oh man, bad night. I'm taking notes. This is great.
Kathy just looks down at him and looks at the rust of defense gathered and says, I could have handled this. This blood is on your hands as much as mine. And she walks out of the bathroom. She looks like if she could cry, she would be.
Jason, I need
Yep.
to do things.
Okay.
Yeah, do things.
I'm going to start with Obea on this dude, which hopefully will like
I'm gonna go after Kathy.
fix some of his mental problem that he just got, and then I'm going to do medicine. Actually, I might do medicine first because that's probably more urgent.
Okie doke. Give me just a moment. While I'm looking at this, Jilly, if you want to talk to Kathy while before the circulatory system van comes around.
Hey, stop. One, your delivery won't find you if you run. Okay? Breathe. Doesn't help, but it might. It doesn't help physically, but it might help psychologically. Take a moment. This is an unfortunate side effect of being what we are.
You are muted.
You don't understand. I put a call in. I just needed to hang out for like 5 or 10 more minutes, and it would have been fine.
Mm-hmm. And you put the call in, and
no, none of you would have had to be involved in this. None of you would have had to have
Kathy.
that sort of. Y'all were complicit, and there's no reason for any of you need to be.
Complicit.
I'm supposed to be the monster, not you.
Babe. and I mean, she holds her hands out. She doesn't touch Kathy because we've set that boundary, but she's like, Kathy, if we didn't want to be, I mean, look, this is why we're a coterie. Because anything you do, babe, I have no problems being complicit in.
That doesn't scare you.
Oh, it scares the shit out of me. But that's also part of being what we are. It's unfair and it's terrifying. But if we are not there for each other in our worst moments, how can we expect to be there for each other? How is it fair to be there for each other in our best?
I'm supposed to protect you all from this.
And we are supposed to protect you from all of this. If you go running off by yourself and you have to deal with the enormity of that alone, that is going to hurt you just as much as it hurt that guy. Enfys is smart. They probably didn't just pick a guy and be like, come on, let's go to the bathroom. I'm not saying he deserved it, because really no one does. Does anybody we feed on really deserve? No. But the thing is,
when I do this, I go after murderers. I go after major criminals. I go after people who have done more damage to the world around them. That if they died, they would not be missed and the world would be better for it. Can you say that about that man in there?
I can't say that about the people you kill.
I can't.
No one can. You don't know if you don't know if the last guy had a grandmother who thought of him fondly while she baked cookies. Like, you can't know. You can't know. So you either have to be okay with it all, or you have to be okay with none of it. And while it sucks, and while it hurts, and it batters the fuck out of your mind, you have to make your peace with sometimes you drop the ball. Sometimes mistakes happen. And the road to hell is totally paved with good intentions.
I can't drop the ball, Natalie. You don't understand. If I drop the ball, I can't come back to Boston. I blow every ounce of goodwill my sires put in to get me here.
But you're not doing this alone, is what I'm saying. If you screw up, we're ready to help. Because you're with us.
This is...
And if a Tremere and a Salubri can get the long for this, I think anybody can. Like, see, if somebody wants to make a stink because you murked a guy in a ladies' room, I can have so much dirt dug up on what they did, and it won't even take me a lot. Everybody's got secrets. No one is above reproach here. If they fuck with you, they fuck with us. And I'll throw down. Let's go. I may not look like I can handle myself, but I don't fight like they do. They'll never see me coming.
I don't ever want to put any of you in that position, though.
If that is... Look, you're not going to do it on purpose. You didn't do it on purpose. You were hungry. I was hungry. I murked a guy. Well, I didn't murk him. He was kind of... Like, seriously. Kathy. I signed up for this. Don't run away. We're here for you.
I mean, worst case scenario, I could have gotten rid of the body, but still.
Oh, I would have helped with that. That's fine.
No, you didn't. You wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, come on. Let's go back. I'm sure Alexis has ministered to his wounds.
Meanwhile,
speaking of
in
which,
the restroom, you complete your round of Obeah, or Panacea as they call it now.
They renamed it? Great.
Yeah, they did because Obeah is. I'm pretty sure it's because Obeah is actually a real world faith, and they want to like not use.
It is.
Like yeah, so
Yeah.
Panacea is a word. Give me a rouse check.
Okay. So I don't need to do medicine first?
You do. I mean, if you wish to do medicine, you may. To do medicine, that's going to be intelligence and medicine. That'll give you.
Does
that.
Diagnosis happen to matter here?
Yep, diagnosis it does. Absolutely, add your specialty die.
So what does that do? Extra die? Okay. So
Yep.
4 plus 3 is 7. So 5 of these and 2 of these.
I see.
Only 3.
3. All right. So your diagnosis.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to?
I'm thinking whether I want to
get some more?
Yeah. Let me re-roll 3 of those.
Sure thing.
Doink.
Doink.
1, 2, 3.
Terrible clown. Good wrestler.
2 more. It's now 5 successes and 2 of them have dots.
2 of them have dots, so that means what you've got there is 7 successes.
Okay. That's my medicine check.
Yep, absolutely.
See, he's fine.
Sure. You examine this guy. He has okay. The wounds that Kathy inflicted, they look like they're infected. Like not like literal, like it's the he has taken significant laceration damage to his body and he's lost a lot of blood. It's not present. It's not like it's spilling out on the floor, but like the wounds look deep and possibly have gotten into like narrowly missed an artery or something.
Ooh, okay.
This is a person who has lost a lot of blood and has taken some serious laceration damage. They are going to need medical attention
Is it medical attention that I can provide, or
this is your ability to, you could fix it, but you'd have to actually like feed him your blood to do it. Like, this is aggravated damage if this is like significant blood loss, significant injury.
I cannot fix any of it with like medicine. Like, I can't stitch him up, give him.
You can. You can. If you want to give him first aid, you can totally do that. You got 7 successes. I can put that in there.
Will that help?
It will help for a little while. He will need somebody more. You will need more extensive help later, but you can keep him. You can patch him up well enough that he can get into a cab and go to a hospital.
I think that's probably what I want to do, and then I want to use Obeah, and then I want to use, or let Sammy use, Cloud Memory, so that he mostly has no idea what the hell happened, and, goes to the ER and talks about whatever they talked about on the Buffy episode. Kids on PCP and neck abrasions,
Well, here's the thing. You've got a limited amount of time before Cloud Memory is no longer able to cover the period.
Right.
So,
I'm
been
assuming that these things are all taking, 6-second rounds or whatever. Or the
D&D.
Right?
All right. Anyway, so there is, at this point, you have completed your diagnosis and you're about to do the Obeah, which is also in this time frame. So, give me the rouse check for the Obeah, or the Panacea.
Yep.
I'm keeping vague sense of the time because I know how long Cloud Memory has.
I do not get hungrier, thank God.
Fair enough. Give me a Composure and Auspex, please.
Okay. Composure is 3, Auspex is 2. I'm not adding anything to this, correct?
Correct.
So that's 3 of these, 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Good deal. Okay. You can heal 2 of his superficial willpower damage, or 1 of his aggravated willpower damage.
Does he? Am I at all able to tell how much aggravated willpower damage he has?
That's a psychology type thing.
So no.
Yeah. It's you are at this point, like, you are using your supernatural powers to evaluate his soul, and his soul is wounded.
Yep.
He has taken at least 2 levels of. I'll let you figure it out. He's taken 2 levels of aggravated willpower damage. He has been traumatized, as was expected.
I will heal at least 1 of those then.
Okay, cool. Do you say anything to him, or just rely on the power of your healing gaze?
I just rely on the power of my healing gaze, and does it look like Enfys is going to attempt to do? Yeah, then I'll let you do the thing so that I'm not like doing all the things.
Okay, cool. No problem. You reach out and you say soothing things, and he looks in your red-rimmed eye and finds solace there, and he heals 1 aggravated willpower damage. He is no longer as fucked up as he was.
Excellent.
On the inside. Actually, at least on the brain side. On the body side, he's still fucked up.
I mean, I also applied some first aid things so that
you did.
My goal is to make him okay enough to
turf him.
All right. With a U, right? With a U.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be in a minute.
All right. So, Enfys, I believe that Alexis is passing him off to you.
Yeah, do you mind if I make the roll and then say whatever I'm going to say?
Sure, what is it you're going to do? What is your plan?
Memory.
Oh, you're going to Cloud Memory?
Yes, and I'm going to Cloud Memory from just a few seconds ago as far back as I can, which is to say if I can get myself, the entire conversation with me walking there out, that's great.
You cannot do that.
Okay, because normally
it is 10 minutes. It took you longer to get there.
This is why I didn't want to take this long. Cool. Great. Fuck. Okay. How much can I get? That's why I've been literally watching the clock.
Yeah, I thought this was like all.
That was sort of the point.
Yeah.
How far back can I get?
You can get the entirety of before you entered you can get the entirety of when he entered the bathroom.
Okay.
Which is the part you need. Right?
It is, but it's not. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. I was literally trying to avoid this, FYI, for the future. The whole point of meeting him was to keep that inclusive of that time.
Yes,
but that is. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
I understand that was your plan. However, there was, the plan did not go exactly according to plan.
The plan failed to plan.
Plans.
I let people do stuff for longer, and it's good, and that's going to be their reaction.
Yep.
Cool. What is my role for Cloud Memory?
Your role for Cloud Memory is Dominate Plus. Let me go and see, because he is. I mean, actually, you know what? He's immortal, and he's not prepared for it because he's not expecting Dominate.
Okay,
so
nobody expects the
really
Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
Well, vampires expect it. They get to roll.
Sure.
But the thing about Cloud Memory is it is a if you're using against a mortal that is not familiar with the ways of vampires, it works.
Okay, cool.
You tell him to forget, and
may I make the call that I let him go in the bathroom first? Is that cool with you?
Sure. He went to the bathroom first. Then you followed after him.
Arrived.
Yeah, yes, and then you followed after. It's you're probably following pretty close though, because
no,
you were trying to.
That's not a problem.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna get down on the ground.
Yeah.
And can I make eye contact with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have to.
Okay, I get on the ground. I'm gonna say, hey, Lyle, you with me? Okay, look, you are going to forget this all happened. You've had a long night. You've been doing a lot of drinking. I met somebody who seemed cute. It was interesting. There might have been a spark there, but you wandered off to the bathroom and nothing really came of it. Nothing really blossomed between the two of you. And you're not really sure exactly what happened because you clearly had a really bad night and you should get to the doctor, obviously, but you don't know what happened between chatting up a cute girl who you barely remember and now. And none of this was with me. It's never with me. We're going to get you to the doctor, though.
Right.
God, I don't know what happened to you.
You must have hit my head or something.
Oh, God, look, it's okay. It's okay. Do you have a phone? We can call and...
I have a phone.
Okay, you got it. Come on, let's get you out.
Far.
Jesus. Come on, let's get you out of here.
All right, and you hustle him out.
Yeah, I tried to hand him off to friends if he has it, and if not, I will say, you've got to stay conscious. Just call 911. I'm going to see if I can flag somebody down, and I'm going to ghost.
Okay, and as the bathroom door slams shut, we will put an end to tonight's episode. We are at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
I want to thank everyone. I would like to say thank you to our audience for sticking around. I would like to thank our moderator, Ms. Mad Duck, for ably keeping the chat on track. Our dice system is provided by Triple D Dice, dddice.com. Our soundtrack is by Rathmore TV. Our Bitey Book logo is by eLove Art. If you like what I do and want to see me do more of it, you can contribute to my Ko-Fi, which is ko-fi/Jadask, Jadasc. Renee, do you have anything you'd like to announce or plug?
Sorry, I'm a little.
Oh, my apologies.
I'm a little wibbly.
Gotcha. I will pass it on. Hold on.
I am a hedgy cleric pretty much everywhere, including the lovely Leave a Tip site that our dear ST put forward, but I'm here.
Gotcha. Jilly, anything new in the theater scene?
No, actually, yes. Ragtime just went up at the JCC. I hear it is sublime and almost sold out. Not like any of you could actually get to Western New York, but if you could, highly recommend it. Yeah, that's about it.
Yep. Semi, anything you want to mention or plug?
No, most of what I've mentioned before, I have would be the same here. I am Spirit Chrysalis in many or most places. Otherwise, I'm the name of a big blue star, and you can probably figure it out from there if you know me.
And lastly, Anna?
I want to make sure that I draw your attention to the fact that we have a rumor that needs to make its way into the game, and that will happen next time. But that got redeemed.
Thank you, Rocky.
And let's see. I stream on this channel periodically, and all sorts of Sims building and cozy games, as well as this. And we will be back here next Saturday. Also, I just saw Beetlejuice on Wednesday, speaking of Beetlejuice, and it was pretty good.
That's too.
Pretty good show. That's it. All right. Thank you, everybody, very much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for playing, and we will see you next week.